Can you believe? There's a gate that people say leads straight to hell? Or a mountain that glows like neon in the middle of the night? This world holds mysteries so strange, you'd think they came straight out of a science fiction movie. But no, every single one is absolutely real. In today's video, we'll take you on a journey through 10 unbelievable places that actually exist, where nature and mankind have created scenes that will leave you speechless. Are you ready? Let's begin. Number 10. Underwater Waterfall, Mauritius. You won't believe your eyes. Off the coast of Mauritius, it looks like a massive waterfall is plunging straight into the depths of the ocean. But wait, that's not waterfalling. What you're seeing is a stunning optical illusion, created by a perfect blend of seafloor structure and ocean currents. Mauritius sits on a shallow ocean shelf, but just beyond its edge lies a drop of nearly 4,000 meters. As sand and silt are swept over the edge, they create the jaw-dropping illusion of an underwater waterfall. A scene so surreal, it feels like it belongs in a fantasy movie. Anyone seeing it for the first time can't help but ask, is this even real? Number 9. Glowworm Cave, New Zealand. Hidden deep beneath the mountains and valleys of New Zealand lies a mysterious world few have ever seen, a glowing cave that feels touched by magic. Not artificial light, not special effects. This is living light, emitted by thousands of tiny creatures clinging to the cave ceiling, ethereal glowworms found only in this part of the world. Locals call them titiwai, meaning lights reflected on water. They glow to lure prey. But in doing so, they've transformed the darkness into a galaxy beneath the earth. Step inside, and you'll feel as if you've wandered into a strange dream, a place where reality and legend blur into one, an experience you'll carry with you forever. Number 8. Lake Retba, Senegal. In the arid lands of West Africa, just northeast of Senegal's capital Dakar, lies a surreal wonder that looks more like a dream than reality. Lake Retba, its waters glowing pink as if dyed by magic. But this isn't a trick of the light. The vivid pink hue is real, created by countless microscopic algae called Dunaliella salina, which thrive in the lake's extremely salty waters and produce a bright red pigment under sunlight. During the dry season, from November to June, the lake's color becomes strikingly vibrant, especially against the backdrop of magenta-colored bushes lining its shores, a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. Yet beneath this beauty lies harshness. Every day, thousands of people wade into the salty waters to harvest salt, scraping it from the lake bed like mining crystals from a hidden world. Even the fish here have adapted to survive, their growth stunted by the intense salinity, growing only a quarter of their normal size elsewhere. It's a lake that defies expectation, stunning, strange, and completely real. Number 7. Red Beach, Panjin, China. Imagine a place on Earth that looks like it belongs on Mars, an endless crimson landscape, glowing like a sea of fire. Sounds unreal? But it's completely real, and it exists in Panjin, China. At the mouth of the Liaohe River, where the soil is so salty and alkaline that almost nothing can grow, one plant not only survives, it thrives. Sueda salsa, a deep red, salt-loving plant that spreads across the land like a living flame. Every autumn, this alien-looking coastline turns into a surreal red carpet, so vibrant, so otherworldly, you'd swear it was from a dream or a forgotten planet. But this place isn't just strange, it's alive. Red Beach is the largest wetland in the world, and along with the biggest reed marsh in Asia, it forms a sanctuary for over 260 bird species and more than 400 types of animals, including the rare and mystical red-crowned crane and the elusive black-mouthed gull. It's a landscape where nature whispers ancient secrets, and every breeze feels like a call from a world hidden just beyond our own. Number 6. Lake Baikal, Russia. Did you know there's a lake on Earth that holds nearly a quarter of the planet's surface fresh water? Not a sea, not a river, but a single, massive lake, hidden in the frozen lands of Siberia. This is Lake Baikal, the deepest, oldest, and one of the most mysterious freshwater lakes on Earth, formed over 25 million years ago. But what truly makes Baikal fascinating is what happens when winter arrives. As the temperature drops and the lake freezes over, Baikal transforms into a surreal icy world. Methane bubbles become trapped under crystal-clear ice, rocks appear to float on bizarre frozen pedestals, and the wind sculpts snow and ice into otherworldly formations. All of it happening without human touch. Everything you see is completely natural. And yet, it looks so strange, so beautiful, you might wonder, is this even real? Lake Baikal isn't just a natural wonder. It's a frozen labyrinth of secrets, where every crack in the ice whispers a new mystery. And every step you take could reveal something you've never seen before. Hoi Chat GPT. Number 5. The Eye of Africa, Mauritania. In the heart of the vast barren Sahara Desert lies something unsettling. A massive eye, carved into the earth, gazing silently into the sky, as if it's been watching for thousands, maybe millions of years. This is the Risha structure, also known as the Eye of Africa, a colossal spiral of stone stretching over 25 miles wide, so perfect and symmetrical, many believed it couldn't be natural. From space, it's impossible to miss. But strangely, standing within it on the ground, you'd barely notice anything at all. No towering cliffs, no deep crater, just wind, sand, and an eerie feeling you can't quite explain. Scientists first believed it was an impact crater left by a meteor, but found no evidence of scorched rock. Now they think it was formed by millions of years of erosion when the region was once underwater. Still, no one can explain why the rock eroded into such a perfectly circular pattern. And here's the chilling part. Archaeologists have discovered ancient tools and weapons scattered around the outer rings, evidence that early humans once lived near it. But not a single trace of habitation has ever been found in the center. No shelters, no fire pits, no footprints, as if even our ancestors avoided the heart of the eye without knowing why. Today, the Eye of Africa remains one of the great unsolved mysteries of our planet, a place where geology, myth, and silence meet, and where the truth may be buried beneath layers of time, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. Number 4. Fly Geyser, Nevada, USA. Fly Geyser looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but surprisingly, it's located just about 20 miles north of the small town of Gerlach in Nevada. While it may appear to be a natural wonder, this bizarre landscape is actually a fascinating accident caused by human activity. Back in 1916, a well was drilled in hopes of finding irrigation water, but due to intense geothermal activity, the water was nearly boiling, so the project was abandoned. Soon after, a cone of calcium carbonate began forming around the opening. Then, in 1964, an energy company drilled another well nearby. But once again, the water wasn't hot enough for power generation, so that well too was left behind. Over time, the structure we see today, Fly Geyser, began to emerge. Water now erupts from several openings, shooting up to 5 feet, 1.5 meters, into the air. The whole structure stands between 25 to 30 feet, 8 to 9 meters tall, and spans about 74 acres, 30 hectares. Its surreal appearance comes from the unusually high silica content of the water, combined with algae that thrive in the hot, mineral-rich environment, creating a vivid tapestry of colors that looks almost otherworldly. Even more remarkable, the geyser's 200 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 degrees Celsius, temperature allows quartz to form, a process that can take up to 10,000 years in other geysers. Though there are other geysers nearby formed in a similar way, none match Fly Geyser's scale or stunning beauty. It's truly one of a kind, a hidden gem unlike anything else on Earth. Number 3. Naka Mine, Mexico. Have you ever seen a crystal so massive it takes your breath away? Nothing compares to what miners uncovered deep beneath Naka, Chihuahua. In 1910, at 390 feet down, they stumbled into the Cave of Swords, its walls lined with gypsum crystals over 3 feet long. But the true marvel lay yet deeper. 90 years later, while drilling a new shaft, crews broke through to the giant crystal cave, nearly 1,000 feet underground, where the heat and mineral-rich water had grown crystals so enormous they seem impossible. One alone measures 39 feet long, 13 feet wide, and weighs an estimated 55 tons, the largest single crystal ever found. Yet this wonder comes at a cost. Inside, temperatures soar past 136 degrees Fahrenheit, 58 degrees Celsius, with 99% humidity. Conditions so lethal that miners can't stay longer than 10 minutes, even in full protective gear. In a tragic turn, a would-be thief who attempted to steal a crystal suffocated, and the cave was sealed forever, allowed to flood once more to preserve these giants for future generations. Today, the silent chamber remains submerged in darkness, its colossal crystals hidden beneath the water, waiting for the day when technology allows us to return and uncover their secrets without endangering another life. Number 2. The Gates of Hell, Turkmenistan. It sounds like a myth, but the Gates of Hell in Turkmenistan is terrifyingly real, and its origin is just as shocking. In 1971, while the country was still part of the Soviet Union, geologists began drilling in the Karakum Desert, hoping to find oil. But instead of striking black gold, they hit a massive pocket of methane gas just beneath the surface. Suddenly, the ground collapsed, swallowing the entire drilling rig and several scientists. Fearing a catastrophic methane release, the team made a desperate decision: ignite the gas, believing it would burn out in a few weeks. They were horribly wrong. What began as a precaution has now raged on for over 50 years. The crater, now 230 feet wide and 66 feet deep, burns endlessly, its flames and boiling mud lighting up the desert night. Despite repeated efforts to extinguish it, the fire keeps going, fueled by one of the largest underground natural gas reserves on Earth. Now a bizarre tourist attraction and a hotspot for scientific research, the Gates of Hell is home to heat-resistant organisms and unanswered questions. It's a fiery wound in the earth, born from human error and burning with no end in sight. Number 1. The Rainbow River, Colombia. Hidden, deep between the shadows of the Amazon rainforest, the mighty Andes Mountains, and the vast Llanos Plains, lies a river so surreal it feels like a dream. Its name is Caño Cristales, often called the Liquid Rainbow, or the most beautiful river in the world. At first glance, it looks like a miracle: vibrant red, golden yellow, emerald green, sapphire blue, and deep black flow beneath crystal clear waters. But this otherworldly beauty is entirely natural. The phenomenon is caused by a rare aquatic plant, Macarinia clavigera, which bursts into color during a narrow window in the summer when the sunlight, water level, and clarity align in perfect harmony. It's a place shaped by time, geology, and mystery, where swirling currents carve strange patterns into the riverbed, and where nature paints in colors that seem almost too magical to be real. Standing beside Caño Cristales, many travelers say it feels like stepping through a portal into another world, as if the earth itself is whispering secrets from a forgotten past. This isn't just a river, it's a living enchantment, a reminder that our planet still holds wonders and mysteries that defy explanation.